All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to BBZ Season 2, Week 2. We've got a big Group A matchup starting things off tonight. Zedkis versus Sword and Mace here. Winner will have the driver's seat for winning this group. And for Zed, because I think everyone's expecting Sword to come run train on him.
What the hell was that?
Yeah, I don't see a timeline where Zed comes out of this on top.
Yeah, we see Sword already was kind of opening up with that spammy strat. I know anyone that's been practicing against him lately, he has been a big fan of opening people up with that until they show they can abuse it. Well, Zed is getting some more openings than a lot of people had been. And he actually gets a nice swap off there.
Oh, if he can continue this combo all the way, interesting end. Oh, and the Vanish gets around it anyway. I was going to say he dropped that combo for a weird Dragon Rush, but gets it anyway.
Well, all according to Kikaku. Yeah, so I'm just kind of greedy there, trying to hold on to the Broly, and... Ooh.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe I'll eat my words and Zed gets it. He's off to a good start here.
Yeah, it's kind of weird watching Sword play. It feels like he plays a little more nervous when he plays these on-stream games, to be completely honest. I've noticed he tends to be much harder to handle in practice games than he has been in some of these stream games. I don't know if he's always taking his opponent seriously, to be completely honest. Especially not until he loses.
I honestly assume it's the second one. Like, if anything, I would assume he's playing down to his opponent's level rather than being nervous about his stream.
Yeah, that's probably what's going on, but he's starting to get some nice chipping here with Vegito, as I say that.
Well, especially because we've seen Sword come back from a loss and just absolutely pound his opponent before, too.
Yeah, that's true. He had a big comeback last week, and that's a smart spark out of Sword.
Hoping he could catch him with that, but not quite getting it. Although this combo might lead to a kill with that sparking damage. No, whips it.
Yeah, that was close, but Zed gets the swap. And that's going to be most of the spark gone for Sword and Mace, so... Oh, that looked like he was going to hit.
Yeah. He does manage to get a level 3 spark out of Zed at least, so that's not going to be around very long at all.
Yeah, Zed needed to pop that. By the way, get your hands on the alarm and sound the alarm. We're at 7 meter, boys.
Oh. That should be a kill. Yeah.
Nice out of Zed. That is one of the highest base damage supers in the game, and that was raw. That was more than a kill. And now Zed here. We're in a really awkward place where he's got the 3 character. Zed definitely has the advantage, but it's hard to say how big it is.
Right,
especially
yeah.
If Sword immediately knocks out the Trunks here.
Yeah, he's got assist, which is basically the only thing he's got going for him, because the health is roughly the same, a little bit in Zed's favor.
But a very little bit. I mean, to be honest, Zed, for a guy who runs 2 Vegetas, doesn't use the assist that much.
Right. Sword definitely coming up in here. Getting caught by the assist change.
Yeah, and at this point, anything Zed does is going to be good because all damage sticks, although he's looking for some flashier combos, but this one's going to all land.
This is going to put Sword in basically the next combo that hits him is kills.
Yeah, Zed can even afford to drop this next combo.
Oh! Holy shit.
Big if true.
All right. Now, Sword just needs to not get hit. You know, the age-old fighting game problem.
Yeah.
Ow. Not going to be able to do it, though.
Takes game 1. I already hear the banging upstairs. Zed, if you're up there, if you can hear me, if you have the stream open, he's going to try harder in game 2.
Yeah, he absolutely will. You better be ready.
But, good enough game out of Zed, obviously, to win. Definitely feels like there were things for him to clean up there, and that's a good thing. If you beat Sword and Mace, and you can come out of that game and be like, yeah, there were a bunch of really simple things I can still clean up after that game. Like, obviously Sword can play better, but Zed can play better too. He's starting to get my hopes up, maybe. But Sword and Mace has crushed him before, so
Zed with a good switch up to start it off and get some early damage on Broly.
Jesus Christ, I'm so far behind you.
Oh, really? Well, to get you caught up, if Zed manages to finish this combo with a knockdown into... Oh, but he whiffs the level 1 super. He could have had Broly dead right there.
So close. What a weird swap on his Zed. So once he gets those Vegito combos going, those are very clean. Kind of forcing Zed to swap on his terms. And maybe most importantly, he's not letting the Broly get killed to start this match off. That's the big thing for Sword. He's going to have multiple assists working a lot deeper in this match.
Yeah, I'm surprised Zed didn't... Yeah, I'm surprised Zed hasn't tried harder to get that swap back to Broly. That was a lot of blue health, but it might not matter. He's about to get a kill here. Damn! I was literally shit-talking Zed in the other channel to his face, telling him there was no way he could win this match, and I think he got really upset, and he's trying to show me wrong.
And he was telling me it was going to be an uphill battle, but Zed, he's one of those guys who always plays better when he's on stream. Like, just... Maybe it's not always necessarily Sword has to play down, but Zed plays up to his opponents a lot, although this combo, I think, is going to finish.
Yeah.
There goes Trunks.
It does get him a finish, which actually puts them back to even, so maybe we'll see Sword tick it up a notch here, but Zed has looked really solid, honestly.
Yeah, some damage into the corner onto Vegeta. Ooh, this is going to hurt Blue.
Oh. Very weird swap where the hit actually keeps him from doing anything. And he's going to swap right back into that other Vegeta. He wants that blue health.
Yeah, that was an aggressive swap on Zed earlier, but Zed comes out, drops the combo. Oh, what an awkward way to die.
And Sword getting almost unanswered straight kill on that character. There comes the spark.
Zed is using some very aggressive openings. And Sword's been capitalizing on a lot of it. This is going to hurt.
Sword keeping that Broly out there. Oh, and it is actually going to cost him that character. There wasn't much you could do at that low health. Even if you swap him, he's not going to heal a ton.
Yeah, so Sword got a pretty big advantage here with the spark and the full health bar. Zed has a meter advantage, but he throws some of that away right away.
Yeah, that light grenade gonna miss because Zed jumps over it. Sword throws out another one, and that gets blocked as well. He's just kind of throwing this bar out there, hoping for that easy kill. He does get into a combo. Not gonna quite be able to finish that off. Zed's sitting on tons of bar again. This,
Sound the alarm.
yeah, we're getting close, and it's not gonna matter. Sword comes back, bringing it 1-1. And, yep, it started out a little rough, but Sword picked it up there and managed to claw his way back with some solid Broly play in the middle.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens in Game 3 here.
I don't expect Zed to change his characters at all.
No, that would be a shocker. He doesn't really practice other characters.
Yeah.
Which, as we say every week, is true for just about everyone in this game. But he's just taking a second, and there we go.
Yeah, probably just a cooldown.
Yeah, nerves can get you. Everyone, there's that aura when you're playing against Sword.
Yep.
You know, he's reigning champ for a reason.
All right, Game 3. Sword getting the opening combo for once, but not a ton of damage right off the bat. But he is just keeping Zed oppressed in the corner here.
Like, this corner pressure out of Sword, this Vegeta, one of the scariest things I've played against in this group. But Zed does get the save swap. It actually uses the Vegeta assist effectively for once.
Yeah. Man, it's so weird how many of Vegito's moves throw his opponent out of the corner. He's got the throw in the air. He's got his sword behind his back.
Yeah, actually, if you optimize Vegito a bit, you want to use some fairly different combos when you're in the corner to keep them in the corner.
Yeah.
But the nice thing is, regardless of where you start a combo as Vegito, you can kind of guarantee you end in the corner. As we had some awkward DBZ range neutral for a while.
Yeah, I know.
Nice 2H, though.
I know Sword really likes throwing those key blasts out and trying to get people to rush at him.
Yeah,
And
the worst case scenario, he's just in there generating meter.
yeah, that's one other thing I heard him talk about. He gets, even if you sit there and block him, he gets a way more meter than you do for just throwing those out. I don't think that cocky bastard's gonna. Nope, that gets blocked. Just kind of throwing that one out there.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. I think he got a little too hypey to try to take the happy birthday, but it was a happy nobody there. Although this one may stick. Yeah, Zed tosses it out way earlier because he wants that damage to stick. And then immediately starts playing back off. Oh, you want to pressure him so he can't swap. What are you doing?
Some weird neutral. Everyone's kind of sizing each other up.
What's something that vanished? This is a weird game 3.
Yeah, it's a really weird game 3. Oh, Zed with a good opening combo if he can get the hard knockdown. Does manage to finish that first character, and that's Vegito out for Sword and Mace.
Yeah, that's starting to turn into a lead. Meters equal, they both got Spark. A little bit extra help on that Broly, but the big part of Broly is playing with the assists when I played Sword and Mace, so that ends up being the last character available, so that might be in an okay place here.
I think this kills. It does. So we are back 2-2.
2 Vegetas, as it always seems to play. I don't remember the last time I saw one of his Vegetas go down first.
I mean, it makes sense. You're supposed to keep Vegeta in the back. Piccolo in a lot of danger, and actually that Vanish is going to pick him up too. And we're back to, was it the game 1 situation?
Yeah. So
Where
the level 3 Spark available is the big one.
Yep. And if he can finish this combo out, no, just finishes it with that Vanish, but it's not going to matter. He picks up another one anyway.
Yeah, get dunked.
Sword with the lead here. Zedekis does have his Spark, so he's not out of it. Sparks early. Broly with the super armor.
Fucking super armor. Close. That has a lot of meter if the Spark gets blasted through. Oh, that's bad Vanish, but Zed's still getting a combo. But you guys have already seen this combo except mine.
Oh, does this hit? I don't know. I think Zed was, yep, pressing a button.
Oh, not like this.
Just like this. Zed was pressing a button.
Sword wins so many games with the raw specials. He's so good at getting those reads off.
Yeah, he's so used to just reading people because they just throw out buttons and buttons and buttons.
And that gives him a win. 2-1. Sword and Mace taking this over Zedekis in a very close set.
Yep, and we'll be back real soon with the next match of Jim Bone versus Mai Wang.
Yes, stay tuned. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Another big matchup. My Wang versus Jim Bone. Both these guys trying to win this group. Both these guys 6-1 last season in their groups. Top 6 overall. Pretty good. And somebody's got to win this match.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised. After last week, I'm surprisingly excited for this game. If you had asked me last week who would win this match, I would have said Jim hands down. But after Wang's showing last week, I think he has a real chance here.
Yeah, we'll definitely see if Wang plays like he started his series last week. Jim will definitely do some of those bad tendencies. But Wang so far playing it kind of smart here, although the Nappa action coming out big here.
Yeah, Jim's real good with continuing these combos with Nappa for a very long time, and then the pressure afterwards to just keep on you. Gonna get that swap back to Gohan.
A good force swap, as I think our games are synced for the first time.
That's amazing.
Incredible. Video games in 2018 are incredible.
Cybermen getting takeout by the assist. Rip.
Yeah, but this Nappa combo. Jim is doing a lot of work with his Nappa as he's working his way through all of Wang's roster so far.
Yeah, I know his Goku is technically his best character, but goddamn is his Nappa fucking scary.
Yeah, I'm still not sold on his Goku being his best character either. He's kind of at a point where the two serve pretty different purposes within his team.
That's true.
Some opponents maybe he'll be more effective with the Goku, but I'm not surprised that he's doing so much work with the Nappa on the Wang. Wang is just blocking through everything. Sorry, Jim is blocking through everything. Wang goes on. There we go. Nice 2H on Jim. Goku drops the combo in the air, and that's going to give Wang the chance to spark. That was a really smart level 1 spark.
Yeah, because if you look at his health bars, he hasn't actually left him many options for a good spark at this point. He swapped through so many characters.
And an aggressive swap out of Jim. That was a cocky swap, or maybe he wanted to level 3 swap, and in the long play, it cost Goku.
Yeah, Wang's characters are actually at very scary health amounts right now. Level 1 not going to hit.
Now we got the heavy action. Well, had the heavy action, but Jim coming on in. As a big 2H, this could be a big combo up in the air because Jim can get the full combo off here.
Oh.
Finger coming out into the assist. Nice combo continue there. And almost kills Wayne. There we go. Wayne drops the block. And now Jim in a very good spot. This is one combo to kill 16. Like one hit to kill Gohan.
Uh-oh. But I think, yep, Nappa's going to go down. So we're technically left with 2 characters to 1. But those health bars are real low on the 2.
Yeah, not a lot of meter here. So that's a big thing when you're in this situation as Wang is you can't let yourself get flawed because it'll just straight kill you.
Well,
so fortunately for him, Jim doesn't have much meter.
All right. Thankfully, he just took out. Yeah, he took out. My thought of the equation was he had 16. He could go for the explosion, but. And yep, nope. That's gonna be game actually because Jim just.
It's funny how that ends with Wayne going for the overhead cross up because Jim is always predicting the overheads out of people. Gets the 2H, which if you watched Wang play on stream last week, you know that's kind of the criticism of Wang is that he goes high too often. And Nappa's got a really, really large 2H hitbox there. Nappa gets the kill. Jim up 1-0.
Get ready for battle.
On to game 2.
Yeah, I'm definitely happy at least to see Wang doing way fewer super dashes.
Yeah, we'll see if he's able to keep that up. That's it's a really easy nervous habit to revert to as this game is just starting here. I'm just praying we're synced again. So Jim's starting to lay on this combo.
Yeah, just getting that corner pressure, plants the Cybermen. Good Vegeta assist to continue that combo. Wang is going to vanish out and immediately get clapped on his next character.
Yeah, nice predict out of Jim, who's going to get the force swap there.
You're not getting away. Count on you, Vegeta. Let's go.
Let's see. Oh, nope. Gonna get picked up.
Nice dodge on the Dragon Rush. Ooh, good 2H out of Vegeta, though.
Yeah, it's definitely a bloodbath. No, just a lot of small combos just trading back and forth between these two.
No blocking. This is how Dragon Ball Z was meant to be played.
And as we say that, here come the blocks.
I love when somebody's been blocking for, like, ooh, the 2H barely catches way.
Yeah.
I think that's going to cost him Vegeta.
It will.
And it does.
Your plans end with me.
That's the big assist out of the way, and Jim off to a much hotter start than he was in game 1.
Yeah, Jim looking really solid right now.
Oh, this is going to be the big guy. No, he's not going to go for the Vanish. Probably doesn't matter. Actually, I like that Vanish. Nice Dragon Rush, though. That's, Wang's got a long way to go here. And he's kind of hitting sparking territory. He's going to have to spark when he lands.
Yeah, I hope he does. Otherwise, no. Okay, that swap's pretty risky, honestly, because now everyone's health is going to be low again.
Yeah, he's chunking through the Gohan.
He does spark, though, but it gets an overhead on him, but obviously that's not able. Does Dragon Rush to get through that block. With this sparking, might be able to get a lot of damage on this.
Yeah, Gohan getting pretty leveled, but it may not matter if he's about to die.
Oh, and there goes Spark, and there goes Gohan.
I will
Yeah,
destroy you.
lot of work to do with 16 here.
Oh, there come the level ones. Oh, what a read. And now Android has the tiniest sliver of health.
All right, 2 jabs.
Yep.
Or 1 2H.
Yep. Dragon, just a super dash, and that's it.
Jim looking good as to be expected. One of the favorites for the whole event. And he kind of dunks on Wang. So, all right, guys, that'll do it. We'll be back in a few minutes. We got G Harris versus Zeticus coming up on stream next, so stay tuned. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. AJS0 still here, coming back with another Group A matchup, this time joined by my Wang for Zedekiss versus G Harris, which will hopefully be an exciting matchup. These guys both 2-1 or 1-2 losses against Sword and Mace. So these guys may be playing for second place in this group.
Yeah, this is a super exciting match. I mean, I really want to see how much G Harris has really improved in Zedekiss. Like, these two came into the last season just okay and finished the season actually fairly strong.
Yeah, and G Harris last week I think caught everyone by surprise. He's got this brand new Super Saiyan Blue team he's real happy with, and he gave Sword a real run for his money.
Yeah, that's super exciting. But in the middle of this match, though, looks like Zedekiss taking the first bout of damage.
Yeah, Zed's getting some longer combos off here, generally getting the openings with the start of his start of his attack strings every time he hits. But G Harris with some nice swaps. Actually, this could be some danger for Trunks. G Harris gonna dump some meter on the ground. I think he's got enough.
Yeah, Trunks is down, easy.
Nice start out of Wang, who sounds like I am synced with.
Yes.
So joke's on us, we're probably just not synced with Tree. But
And
nice
the second
return.
Vegeta goes down.
Thank goodness. Two blue Jetas, one cast is too much for me.
We're at least down to all the Vegetas on the same side.
Yeah. I love this Goku Blue. He is... If I ever make a serious second team, there's a really good chance Goku Blue's gonna make it. All the instant transmissions, the fucking high on his auto combo.
The high in his auto combo is my favorite part of
It catches
Blue.
everybody. It's like, it's so slow. He does this full fucking windup, and it hits every goddamn time. It hits me every goddamn time. But not gonna hit Zed anymore, as Zed gets some nice damage through to stick. Now it's just the Vegito left for G Harris. Ooh, the Raw's gonna hit. Zed loves to open with that fucking dash jump attack. And it's cost him some damage both times here. He definitely did not want to spark this early, knowing him.
Oh, and we get Vegito getting the combo off, but he heals right back up to Zedekiss's spark.
Yeah, but G Harris is keeping the pressure alive. Ooh, he doesn't have...
Oh,
he drops.
No! Alright. Wow.
Drops the combo there, and that was costly. He would have had a finish in the corner there. He tried to bail himself out with a level 3, and then he just wasted the meter. That was a tilty play, and now Zed, he's gonna lose the Vegeta anyways though, so it's even health, but a huge meter advantage for Zedekiss, so he's got his playbook wide open right now.
No spark on either of these players.
And it's neutral. Oh, there we go. G Harris though gonna open things up.
That sword to generate all that goddamn meter.
Yeah.
Like 2/3 of a bar of meter is each of those swords.
It's absurd. He fucking finished that combo with a full bar more meter than he started with. And he's gonna get some good damage to stick here again.
Still sitting on that bar of meter. Oh, man, that Vegeta.
This alarm is going apeshit, man. We've been sounding this alarm for minutes straight. Is that he hears the alarm? He's gonna just raw 3. That was so
Dude.
dumb.
He's got enough meter for it. He doesn't have the health. He has too much meter. Throw out a couple of rockeries. See where they go.
Man, this is a comment I wanted to make during the last 2 games. There are some people, when you're in this situation, I do not trust. There's some people in this situation I do trust. It's basically just sword.
Oh, that was
Ooh.
a great grab out of the air. Holy
And now-
shit. That wasn't in the middle of a...
Dude, chuck
combo
out the
in.
key blasts. Chuck out some key blasts. G Harris. Oh!
Oh,
That's
there we
the
go.
run. I think this hits.
Oh,
And now they have 1 meter apiece, but the vanish, that's gonna hit. No, it doesn't hit.
Oh, wow. The Vanish does not attack. You gotta push the button afterwards. G Harris finishing off Zedekiss. Like
Awkward.
it.
But the point I was gonna make there is when you're at the end of a game like that, some people just turn into retards. They stop playing fighters the way they normally play fighters. And I want to give Sword Base a ton of credit because he's one of the few people that at the very end of that game, when it's one combo to kill either direction, still plays the same aggressive game he always plays, and doesn't just sit there showing off his bad jump tech.
I like.
It's not like these guys were even zoning. It's like, it's one thing if you're jumping and like using some of your ranged attacks to maybe try to get some chip damage, especially there when one chip is going to kill. these guys were literally just jumping, staring each other down.
Some bad Super Smash Bros. Play is what it is.
I love it. Batty Ball Z is about, and once again, Zed opening up with some big Trunks combos. Blue Crew's probably gonna be looking for some of those. Zed wastes a meter in the air dropping a combo, but it might not matter here.
Oh no, he dropped the combo! He dropped the combo! Why would he drop the combo?
He drops the combo twice in the exact same place, and that's gonna save Blue Crew's life.
Oh my god, alright. At least he gets the swap out. Oh my god. And then gets the punch. Alright, right in the face. Gets him out.
Oof.
Oh my
Zed is angry.
god. Dude, I'd be so pissed at myself. Oh, and one of the very few deflects in this league doesn't hit.
Of course not. But G Harris has at least landed the first of the match. Now a big one coming through with the 2H.
He's actually familiar with this move. Gets the punch right to the face again.
And now G Harris starting to get some damage to stick, but Zed just gonna take a swap. And gets a nice 2H, gonna be
Easy level
3,000
right
damage
here.
combo. That's a bad combo.
That's a bad combo.
That's another bad combo. Look
Bad
at
combo,
jump
but
cancel. Hit more.
No, you're too nervous for that shit. Forget it. Don't want to fuck it up. That already fucked up one combo in the air. In the sword. Into the punch. This. Vito not getting too many hits off. Gets the 2H into the air. Oh, and see, this is why you don't do goofy shit in the air. He drops the combo. Could have had the level 1.
G Harris briefly sounds the alarm that dumps it, but I don't think it's gonna. There's a long way to go here. That swap. That is, I can tell Zed doesn't practice a ton, like online, because he does not. You can tell the guys that play a ton online are used to being punished for things like that, and they just don't do that anymore.
Yeah. Oh, but this level 3 should get blocked. Oh, Gorilla Hands. This is level 3. This one does not. You can easily swap out of this if he wants to.
Or spark or die.
Or anything. Oh my god. That hurts. That hurts to watch.
Yeah. But still probably fine here. Zed's got the spark, he's got a lot of health, and more importantly, G Harris with 0 meters, Zed with 5. Make that 6. But G Harris is kind of turning it out, although he drops the combo. For a second there, I thought Zed wasn't blocking. And oh, Zed with the flashy finish. That's a kill.
Easy. Like one of the
Yeah,
highest
so,
base damages in the game.
Yeah. So I don't remember the last time I saw 2 of those hit in a single day, actually. But Zed has done it in both of his matches here.
1-1. Going into a pretty high fight.
Yeah, like we said, big game. This is probably playing for a second seed here, as I think the winner of this game will probably second seed this group. I think these two are probably a bit better than the rest of their group.
Yeah, I have to very much agree on this. I feel like Group A has a very decisive who's going to be at the top.
Yeah, and in the long term, having that 2 seed could be a pretty big deal. That lets you avoid Sword and Mace for a lot longer in the bracket, assuming he takes the 1 seed out of this group. And good start from G Harris. He has taken 0 damage before landing his first hit. That's much better than last round's. Where G Harris really had an awesome second half of that last round. He was just in way too much of a deficit for it to matter.
Oh, there we go. We got some jump cancels in there. There's some flashing moves out of Zed. You can do it. Oh,
Oh yeah,
come on.
this
One
is
of these
neutral
2
game.
have to hit. Oh my god.
Jump cancels are hard, man.
Oh my god. Come on. Land a hit, boys.
Alright, Zed's finally gonna chuck something through, but easy swap out of G Harris to go straight into Vegeta's fist.
G Harris looking like he...
These mechanics have gotten worse every match. I'm actually impressed. It's usually, it usually works the other way. You get warmed up, you loosen up, but instead these guys, game 3 here, dropping the most combos yet. But G Harris loses a character first, as Zed is
Sitting on that
overall.
4-bar. Dude, I feel like these guys just fish for these 2 H's. Straight up.
Yeah, good job. G Harris catches Zed with an easy one raw, but it doesn't matter because Trunks gets him up in the air, and Zed,
Could be
for a
smart
change, does not drop this combo. And once again, Vegito trying to make the run back, just about as big of a run back as he needed last game. But at least he has Spark still. But probably not for long, as I think he's going to Spark this combo. But yeah, he does.
Easy spark right there. And a mass 2H. Yeah, I'd like to see Vegito somewhere else in this lineup. I'd like to see Vegito like first or second.
Yeah, he seems to be his best character. As G Harris now finally sounding the alarm.
Best character, he's always ended up with a ton of meter on him.
Oh man,
Oh, this hurts, this hurts.
these guys.
Oh, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. He just gets kicked.
No, this ain't looking good. That is sparking outlasted by Zedekis. Vegito, now all this damage gonna stick down to maybe 4,000 health.
Oh,
Zed goes
wow.
for another one. He's getting cocky. He knows he's up for this game.
You'd rather just go down to 2 Vegitos and win. Get
I
hit.
think this
Easy.
is the finishing combos that on the ground.
Oh no! Why did you just burning rush? Oh my god.
Because he doesn't know his character that well. He doesn't practice that much. And that cost him the Trunks here. But Grant's... Oof, he got a way to go. And there it is. One heavy comes through. Destructive finish. Zed takes this set 2-1 and puts himself in a really good spot in this group. And that will do it for this game. So stick around. We got ASCII versus Jimbone coming up in a few minutes here. All right, guys, welcome back. AJS and Wang still here. Next up, we got Jimbone versus ASCII, and just look at the games played. This one might not be pretty.
Yeah, this one's really gonna hurt for ASCII. I don't think unless he gives his controller to his older brother, really gonna come out on top.
Yeah, Jimbone, probably the favorite to win.
Shall I?
Group B.
I mean,
I'll
he's
take care of
taken out
this.
pretty much everybody like that he needs to.
Yeah, there's
mean-
a lot of fucky shit that could happen in that group, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see some ties at the ends.
Let's have some more.
But ASCII does open with the damage here. Nice Dragon Rush.
Oh, and gets the little level 1 combo off. Damn! Damn, what did Jim? You get drunk
Yeah,
before this one?
Misses the tech too, and there's the rush. Yeah, this is actually a lot of pressure coming out of ASCII, who was kind of struggling last week. Although he does drop the combo there, and that does buy Jim a chance to swap here.
Try this.
I'm actually really liking these swaps out of ASCII. He's really catching Jim by surprise a lot.
Yeah, like just being aggressive and making the hits, and oh my god! Oh wow! I thought that was gonna hit.
I actually thought that was gonna hit too. For an 18 player, drawing that 3 is a dream. But this is
This is a lot closer of a match than we expected.
yeah, this is much better than ASCII was playing last. He's dumped 100 hours in the game. You never know, it's a full week. It's a lot of spare time, but he's bringing the pain to Jim, and
Oh my
this
god!
is some big damage. He's gonna stick on the Nappa, but fortunately for Jim, the combo gets dropped in the air. Oh, but the 3 it hits, and that's Nappa gone.
What? What? No, this is not the
could actually
timeline.
be a hyperbolic time chamber, man. This is a guy who
Didn't he lose to like Theory
he
last
he
week?
lost to Crystallize last week.
Take your time.
He lost to Crystallize, he lost to Wang.
Try this.
There's only 2 matches?
Yeah, he was 0-2, last place in the group after last week.
Oh wow.
Try this.
Yeah, Jim, though, he's doing a good job of slowing this game down, kind of waiting out some of this pressure here.
Bringing out the best character.
Yeah, as he likes to say. But even the best characters is in danger, although that Raw, it's the downside of playing 18, she does not go very far with that Raw, where a lot of other characters could have capitalized. And now Jim's going to be able to get force
dude,
off, but he didn't want it.
Could have got
And
the
that-
force swap.
Close
Oh
to
my
get.
God.
Oh, that is going to cost him.
What
Just
the
the
fuck?
Dragon Rush.
What the
And
fuck?
ASCII now with a huge lead here. And
There's
most
no
importantly,
way.
is Goku and Nappa both down. I don't think I've ever seen Jim make a Vegeta run.
No, he is not that good at Vegeta.
No, it
Definitely
is
the weakest
pretty
of the
much,
3.
yeah, pretty much just there for the assist. And he's got a long way to go. At least has that spark, but ASCII is just pumping out some good combo. I think this whips. Yeah, this does whip. And that gives Jim his chance to spark. He's not going to wait too long on this one. And there we go. The Key Blast finishes off Go Tanks.
That's super dash. Alright. Alright. He's got some chances. He's mixing them up.
Thanks from me.
Yeah, and actually, he's close to finishing off 18, and then Jim's really not that far behind if he does take that 18 out. But ooh, nice one out of Gohan. And most of this damage is going to stick because that spark is about to wear off on Vegeta.
Oh, he might go right here. Oh no.
Ooh, this could be it. This is the
Oh,
knockdown.
final flash. Cocky bastard. Right to the face.
ASCII gets the combo wrong, and then there is a happy birthday on the ground. ASCII needs to spark
Vegeta
this.
blocked it. Vegeta blocked it. I watch. Oh. Heavy combo.
ASCII really needs to spark this. That huge blue meter is giving me anxiety.
No!
There it is.
Jim goes down to the
Wow.
worst player in the league.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Incredible power.
This is
This-
not
this
not
is-
the guy we saw last week.
This
This
is not
is
the
incredible.
timeline. This is not the timeline.
We just
Who
needed
has this
something else
controller?
to make Group A exciting.
Yeah, this is definitely the match to make Fighter Z real exciting. Jim's gonna come out no bars this time though. Like,
Yeah, there's a chance that Jim went into that match feeling disrespectful. Like we said, ASCII wasn't looking too hot last week compared to some of the heavyweights in this group.
Brace yourself for the coming battle.
But we'll see.
Asking, not even having any online matches. Nothing we're seeing here. One follower. Somebody cares about him.
All right, Jim Bone, show us that orange square.
Try this.
Askey's not getting the opening that he got last time.
Seriously? Not bad. Try this.
Yeah, Jim starting with
I'm taking
maybe a
this.
smarter pressure game.
Leave this to me.
Although it doesn't last for too long, as Askey does combo his way out of the corner, which is the big one, but he does whiff the one.
Let's have some more fun. It's so hard to hold back sometimes. What are you looking at? Try this. Get ready.
And he is on point with these Dragon Rushes, man. These are
Yeah.
there's no one I think I've seen in this entire league land so many of these to just open combos.
No, we have very very poor mechanics with Dragon Rushes and the Blacks. But Jim gets a happy birthday.
Yeah, that's big. That's a lot of damage that's gonna stick. As I am a bit behind you this time.
Jack Goten's getting the big combo on the Vegeta. Oh, and he swaps in the Nappa. Still, to only get hit by the Gotens. Oh, we're gonna miss the level 3 though.
Yeah, that was a aggressive change out of Jim.
It's a big corner combo.
Yeah, this is what we know the Nappa for. Damage in the corner. A lot of this gonna stick.
Jim pressure's hard with Gohan.
Yeah, this is what that Gohan pressure is about. And ooh, nice swap out of Jim on that Dragon Rush.
Please switch in for me.
Try this.
This is a fitting end for you.
So far, still looking pretty even.
Let's do it, 17.
Yeah, this is a very close game.
Oh, and he whiffs the level 3.
Oh man, that almost looked like a missed info. I don't know what he was going for there.
Leave this to me. Out of my sight.
Oh, those little legs from Vegeta. You can't get the 2H.
That's surprising. Get ready.
And Android 18 going down. Jim to drop first blood.
Going to have to fight me now.
I'm just on the seat of my chair right here.
Yeah, this is intense.
You're not getting away.
But it looks like Asuka's gonna possibly answer back. Getting Nappa real low.
Yeah, this Gohan pressure is real nice.
Jim says, nope, I know how to combo this. Still keeps Nappa in, even with this sliver of health.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to waste the spark, and he doesn't want to go too aggro for a swap.
Oh
here.
my god, draws Gohan in with the bad swap, gets the 2H,
Oh,
gets
big.
the rush.
Super.
Oh, but the raw level 3 from Goten's gonna waste 3 bars for this small amount of health. Oh, he's gonna regret that later.
Kinda scary.
Yeah, and especially because Askey not really gonna have anyone that can use that sparking effectively. They have no health. They can easily lose both of his characters through sparking at this point.
Yep.
Jim is in a very solid place, but still has work to do. Obviously, this game is always just about, you know, 2 short combos. But ooh, the nice 2H out of Goku.
That's special, the odd opener. Yep, and then right hasn't even Bart? Huh? Okay.
Oh, there it is, the 2H. I think that's the finish.
Jim showing them what it's all about. 1-1.
1-1. Not where we expected to be here.
No, I think all of us expected a fairly short match.
Yeah, I was planning for a 2-0. Props to Askey. He has definitely put some work in the past week. And even if he doesn't win this match, you know, he could definitely be competitive in this group if this is how he can play.
Yeah, especially trying to hit that number 3 spot. There's so many wonky scenarios that can happen, and even the wild card spot you can slot into.
Yeah, but not out of it yet. He's still playing to take out Jim Bone here.
And even
Just
a,
getting into game 3.
got a win versus Jim Bone in this group where pretty much
That feels
everybody's
like wrench
expected.
everything. I mean,
Yeah.
we're maybe. It wouldn't be out of the question to see like a bunch of guys tied at 5-2 in this group.
Mhm. That Dragon Run.
Some more fun.
Jim is not ready
God.
for it. Nobody's ready for it.
Yeah, this is big damage, little stick. And yeah, he gets the one at the ends here. Jim's gonna be looking for a swap, but he's gotta be careful.
Let's have some more fun.
But asking, he gets the force swap. No, he doesn't.
Here comes the pain.
I don't know. Maybe he doesn't know the force swap mechanic. Like that's he doesn't have a lot of games. That's a real possibility.
I mean, I didn't know it till halfway through last season.
You're not dead. That's all you got?
Asking could just not do some of these raw things. That's
Yeah,
probably one of the biggest mistakes he's making right now.
He's sitting on so much bar right now. He's not doing anything else like super wonky. Like we don't see a lot of like bad super dashes or something like that.
Oh no.
But Jim getting things kind of cleaned up here.
Do this, Kakarot.
Gets the finish onto a Gohan. Nappa's recovered all his health. Now he's able to get the combo going again. Look at that thick boy laying the damage in the corner.
Man, look at those thighs.
Underrated thickness in this game. As Jim does drop the combo there, and that's big, 'cause I think that would have come close to finishing Gotenks. Azaski should probably spark this, all this blue health. It would be dangerous to swap here, but once again, the lack of experience maybe gets him, and he's not going to spark, going to lose to Gotenks. Now it's just 18 trying to run back, as Jim is kind of taking control as the set goes on.
This is a rough character to run back with as well.
Yeah, 18 a little better at building meter than spending it, as the Cyberman's going to interrupt that key blast.
Try this. Here comes the
Ooh,
pain.
the Vanish Chains. Aski keeping things alive here. Oh, but he doesn't get the hard knockdown. This Jim is going to keep Nappa a little longer. And there's the clap.
Clap, clap, clap.
This could be it. The fingers coming through. No, that's the 3. Jim rarely uses that Nappa 3, but that is going to hit. That's going to kill. And Jim looking better as each match goes on. Takes the win here over Aski 2-1, which is means we've had a lot of 2-1s this week.
The statement. Oh my god, I love the 2-1 weeks. What did we have like last week? Like maybe like 3 of them?
Not many. Not this
Not-
many. But all right, that's going to do it, guys. So we'll be back in just a couple of minutes here. We'll be swapping some casters around. We will have Manlord the Miracle versus Thrifty Senpai coming up on stream, so stick around.
All right, and we're back. My Wang joined here with Bree for this exciting matchup between Thrifty Senpai and Manlord the Miracle.
Yeah, this one could go either way. It should end up being a fairly close match, I think.
Yeah, I think Manlord's probably been putting in a lot more hours recently, but Thrifty Senpai, no novice to this game at all.
Yeah, he definitely, like, he's at least been around for 2 seasons, but yeah, it's looking like you said that time Manlord's been putting in might have given him the edge in this match. He did get that early damage, but now Tim's managing to keep him in the corner.
Oh, I like that. A lot of hits going on in this match. Back and forth, 3 meters each.
Oh, that level 3 is going to connect.
Oh my god, that level 3 just gives me nightmares. Half the Tian's health. Out of here.
It's a lot of damage. I think that level 3 Raw is up there for the most damaging in the game.
Yeah, definitely up there. Oh,
Oh.
just with that power out.
I'm going to assume that was a mistake, but even so, the BM is appreciated.
Oh, gets level 1 out of there. You gotta get some of those moves. Bullshit that you get from level 1.
Oh, and it is going to be 16 down for Tim, for Thrifty Senpai.
Still Gohan out of Manlord, not looking too bad.
Another level 3, and that should kill.
Easy. Done. Wow. This is scary. Oh my god, I do not want to play against this Kid Buu ever. Knock him out, Manlord.
Yeah,
Knock him out.
he's definitely a fan of that beam into level 3 because it's a guaranteed hit.
Yeah, I think the timing on it's a little wonky, but like... Oh my god. It's a nice move. Dude, look at all these blue combos out of here. This is what I love to see in Batty Ball Z.
This is as sell as it gets, man.
I give you a hug. No, I give you a hug.
Oh, nope, never mind. They're both done with Cell. They're going to let that blue health come back for both of them. Is this going to be...
Manlord's
Nope.
been sitting on so much goddamn meter. Sitting on 7 meters.
Yeah.
It's been for like the last 30 seconds.
Oh, but that misses. Those
All of
both
it
miss.
misses.
That's two bars gone.
You fool. Very well.
I was gonna keep the Tian in.
Oh.
Oh, he's pretty low. Not choosing the spark or anything with it. Oh, and he gets a few low hits.
Oh,
Still loses the Tian.
yeah, gets in there with the Dragon Rush. This game is still very close. Yep. Catches him with the Kamehameha on Wake Up, and we're going down to last characters.
Thrifty is about to get 3 bars right here. This is all an eat until level 3. I know how this goes.
Very well. All right. You're finished.
Oh my god, hit a spark, somebody. All right,
Yeah,
there
they
we
both
go.
throw out those sparks. Level 3, does this hit? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Nope. Yeah, that's the
He's
block.
got one more level 3 if he wants it.
Just throwing out these lights, trying to see who can get the combo, and Cell's gonna get his in. Manlord going for it. He's got full meter. Nope. Sneaks out of it. Senpai. He drops his too.
Oh my god.
Somebody
Oh my god.
vanishes forever. Everyone's got tons of meter, and they're vanishing all over. One spark down, other spark down. Low health, real low. Is this level 1?
Oh my god.
What's the matter?
Manlord the Miracle takes it.
Look, that might have been a clown fiesta, but it was entertaining as hell.
That was great. I loved every moment of that. I was just telling Tree right before this match, I really love like these mid-level matches where we're not having like a god, like somebody's gonna win the group versus somebody who's like gonna lose the group. I'd rather have 2 people that are like fighting for that like 3rd place spot.
I mean, I know we said it was going to be close, but holy shit.
Yeah, just a sliver. Just a sliver. See if round 2 gives us exactly what we want. Man, these adult Gohans opening up with their special, I don't think that hits anybody off the line. It's like you can down special and then go backwards at the high blast, and like that hits people. Oh, Mandalore knows what to do in the clash.
Yeah, we'll see if we get to see more out of 16 from Thrifty Senpai, because like it fell pretty quickly last game.
Yeah, it did. And 16 is generally one of his better characters, or at least meatier, as I think Thrifty Senpai is winning both seasons in how many suicides he's gotten off.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely true. And I definitely appreciate his from last week. He didn't need to do it, but it was awesome.
Oh, get the full medium combo, auto combo off. Oh,
Here's some more coming in from 16. Finally get some damage in there. It is a blue combo, but hey, we take those.
Blue combos still combos.
Yep. And that's yep, gonna pick up a kill onto Adult Gohan.
This will be over soon.
50 Senpai a little bit more in the driver's seat this time around.
Damn. I don't know if he got warmed up or.
I think he might have just not been thinking when he was driving 16 the last time, and just kind of like lost him, and then couldn't do anything.
I want to say he finally got warmed up because I know this might does pick up his Kid Buu, because I know he basically just got home in 8 right before he jumped on. And Cell gonna pick up the 16 as well. Manlore looking good.
Yeah, he's got 2 characters. Sitting on Tien. Oh, but one big combo loses him this night. Swaps out. Don't have to worry about that. Manlore's still sitting on a ton of meter. Dude, the end of this match is just gonna be a vanish match again.
It's time for you to very well.
Yeah, Senpai with the spark at a good time. He had a lot of health, so that's going to allow him to stay alive a lot longer through these hits. But there's just so many vanishes happening. Then again, they both have a lot of bar, and that's Tien down, actually. And all of us...
6 meters apiece.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, this swapped real quick to Thrifty Senpai's favor. That level 3 should not hit. I hope that's blocked. Yeah, does get blocked. But they do have 6 meters, so they're just kind of hoping for some free damage here.
Oh, look at his moves.
Yeah, level 1.
Dude,
That's
so fast.
Spark gonna heal a lot of it. Oh, but the grab, this is gonna put him fairly low.
Oh,
Spark runs out! Oh!
Mandalore the Miracle takes it.
Wow. I thought Tim had it there at the end. Like he plowed through like a character and a half almost.
Yeah, that was real scary.
All right. We have another game coming up pretty soon here. It'll be
Heavy hitters.
yeah, AJS 0 versus Cruise Master. Should be a good one. Stay tuned. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We got Cruz versus Swift here. Should be a pretty good game. These are definitely two of the top players in their bracket. Tree joined here with Zed in the middle of his dinner.
Hell yeah. So I don't know which way this is gonna go. Like, I would probably have said Swift last week, but you know, we saw him lose a game. I don't know what I'm expecting out of this one. It should be good though.
Yeah,
21?
this will hopefully be a
Doesn't ring a
real
bell.
good game. Just a note, it is Swift's birthday.
Are you ready?
So this is either a present or a real disappointment.
I've got huge Bitcoin bet on him getting happy birthday on his birthday.
Oh,
Pays off.
nice. And Swift coming out strong against Cruz. Already got that 21 under like a third health here. Is he gonna get that swap?
Yeah, no, Swift hasn't felt great about his 21. He's been trying out some different stuff, but it is working for him tonight.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Yeah, Swift coming out real strong,
Yes, I'll be finished.
getting that whole character. How dare you play my 21? Cruz finally getting an answer back with Vegito.
I've been really liking Cruz Vegito. Everyone who's picked him up has been doing real well.
Yeah, I'm enjoying most of the Vegito play I've seen in our league. I don't know if they just like him enough to actually learn those combos, but like especially sword with those multiple swords in a row in the air has been real good.
He dropped the sword and mace from his name. He is just sword now. That's how dedicated he is.
I heard you already.
Just throwing some.
I still don't really know how to play against Vegito. Like, I don't know which of his attacks are high or anything.
Yeah, I know he's got some weird stuff. I think one of his combos just has a high in it, which catches a lot of people off. Oh, 2H coming out from Swift there. If he can continue this all the way, that should be, yep, a dead character. So we are down to 3-1 now. Swift in a massive lead here. Oh, they're both throwing out those key attacks right away, but then we go into a neutral. So weird.
Back and forth jumping over each other.
Yep, so they play some leapfrog, and Cruz comes out on top with the combo. He's connecting pretty long with this, though.
Yeah, it's gonna take most of 21's health.
Yep, and with that, oh, he just barely drops it. A good spark to regain all that health. Counter spark from Cruz. Just a good time to be doing it. Lots of level 1s coming out here. Spark obviously going to heal most of that back up.
Oh, as Switch would say, sound the 7-bar alarm for Cruz.
Yep.
Get those raw 3s going here.
Oh, and all these little hits are just slowly chipping away at that blue health that sparking can run through. Oh, is this gonna...
Could be it.
The level... That does get through the sparking. He had to fight for it, but he got there and he had the perfect amount of bar to do it.
Wow.
My valuable snack time.
Yeah, definitely Swift bringing it back after that match on stream against Wang last week. He's playing real well tonight.
Yeah, that was definitely a strong showing. Let's see if Swift smacks him around as much the second time for daring to play 21.
Yeah, this really, man, I want to say this is a big game for them in their groups, but honestly, I think every game in Group E is a big game with just how stacked it is.
Yeah, especially with ASCII coming up big this week. Like,
Yeah,
that group's
Yeah,
getting weird.
that was pretty insane. This could be the most competitive group we've ever had.
It's foolish.
Here,
So
doofus.
close.
Are you even trying?
Just playing the neutral, throwing shit out, see what sticks.
Not bad. Get ready. Let's go.
There you are.
There we go, finally a real combo out. Does get dropped though partway through.
There we go, Swift learning the Dragon Rush from ASCII.
Yeah. Yeah, I would love to see some more good Dragon Rushes from some other people because people love that block button. 2H catching Vegito out in the air. Getting that swap back to 21. Oh, wow. 2H onto the level 1.
Yeah, something not a lot of people know. You can just 2H that.
I didn't know. And that's actually going to lose him his character.
Not something Swift wants people to know.
Right.
That is how that works.
And now it's on stream. Everybody knows.
Yep.
Got some 21. Oh, disrespect. Throws out the level 1. More disrespect. Oh, drops that combo. 1 hit away from dead. Not a ton of blue health. Sparks on the level 2 because he wants to keep the 21 in as long as possible. Good combo, though. Does drop it partway through.
Yeah, a lot of drop combos from Cruz tonight.
Yeah.
And that's why he's so full on art. He's been dropping the combo before, he gets the bar raise.
Yeah, before he can drop the bar into it. Yeah, and he's just about to hit 7 again, actually.
On the alarm.
Oh, that hits. That hits a whole lot.
Gets the kill. Cruz definitely hearing that 7-bar alarm going off.
Yeah, AJS now suddenly in a whole lot of danger. Good shield from 18 here, but he's going to have an uphill battle to get through those 3 characters.
Oh, another drop combo.
Yeah, but he keeps getting openings.
Yeah, I guess that works. Nothing to do it.
Seriously.
Yeah, and that's a kill. We are another 1-to-1 game. There have been a lot of those tonight.
Oh yeah, this week's been way more hype. Lots of close matches after, I think just 1-2-1 on stream last week. Everything else being 2-0. This week is the complete opposite.
Yeah, going to another game 3, and honestly, yeah, we haven't had a lot of those yet, so this week is throwing things for a loop.
It's time to face your opponent.
Alright, we still got one more chance for the happy birthday on the birthday.
Learn your skills.
See if we can make that happen.
Boo! Are you even trying? 17. I'll shut
Yeah,
Not
Swi-
playing the projectile game.
yep, AJS has managed to get a couple happy birthdays, but none coming from Cruz yet.
Let's have Sora. It's so hard to hold back some.
Cruz dropping more combos.
No, that was Swift this time.
Oh, that was Swift. Sorry, I had that backwards.
Yeah, I see 21, I think
What are you
Swift.
looking at?
Yeah.
Try.
Yep.
Who's got a good projectile game going on in this game 3?
Throwing in that cheeky level 1 there.
What are you looking at? If you want to run, then run. Learn your skills.
Oh, finally bringing out 17 for some mix-ups.
That's the first time ever, actually. I've been counting.
Shut your mouth. Give it a
Yeah,
shot.
he definitely hasn't been doing it a ton, and I know a lot of people like 18 for that specifically.
There you are.
Good combo coming out of Cruz, though. Lots of damage. Spark doesn't want to lose all that health, doesn't want to risk the swap.
Then run.
Yep, definitely a good call.
Get ready. What are you looking for?
The risky super dash into Goku Black of all characters.
That's surprising. Get ready. Try this.
Some weird corner fights going on here. Good Dragon Rush is going to get through that block. Has him up in the air now.
I'm taking this victory.
Yeah, I've really been liking the Dragon Rush inside of Swift.
Yeah,
And he's been landing most of the ones he's thrown out.
a lot of damage. Let's see. No, he cannot finish that off. He gets 2H'd.
Probably looking for the swap here. Yep.
Yep. Would for that swap before he hit the ground, so he couldn't get the free 2H on him. Level 1's coming out. Gonna drop all 3 of them on him. Not quite gonna kill, but that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, not much blue health left, so not looking good for Vegito. gonna say Cruz has been landing those combos now. That could be the difference in this game.
Yeah, yeah, now that he's finally landed these, that should change a whole lot with how this game has been flowing because he's dropped so much damage. And as I say it, he drops another combo. But he has missed a ton of damage these 3 games just by dropping combos. Does manage to get through Kid Buu first, though.
I need to finish this fast.
Yeah. Looking real good for Cruz. Still got his sparks, still got his 3 characters. Oh, good shield from Swift. Though.
Yeah, he's had some really good ones, honestly.
Is it time to eat?
The insolence.
Goku Black very low here. Ooh. They trade, but the... Yep. Vanish gonna pick him up, and we are very close. Cruise Master does have the spark over him, and that's about it.
Are you even trying? Try this.
And Swift's neutral in this series, though. Like, he's jumping around, projectile spam, working in the 18 or the 17 finally, which no one was probably expecting.
Yep, and some good Dragon Rushes too when, like, as we said, like, everyone loves just blocking in this league, so Dragon Rush is that counter.
Are you even trying?
Oh, is that a dead? Yes, dead 18. And he is still sparking. He has a lot of time left on that spark
Yeah,
still.
halfway, a little more than half on that spark. Who has health pretty close.
So we
Swift's
have
just gonna have to stall it out here.
Yep, we've got a mirror match here.
Ooh, gets baited by the Dragon Rush with the spark up.
Uh-oh. Ooh. Dropping some combos. Cruz gets picked up by a 2H. That Spark's going to save him another 2H because he tries to Dragon Rush straight down. That Spark drops off.
Sorry?
Level 3!
And devoured.
I can't die here. Perfect. Just scratch
Damn, Swift picking up a very close match against Cruz.
Very well played. I'm loving these closer matches we're getting tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, holy shit, it's been intense.
All right. That's going to do it for this game. We'll be back pretty soon with Galnia versus G Slayer. Stay tuned.